Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's NBA slate on Monday, January the 6th. We've got a 9-game slate for Monday, so a decent sized slate, guys. I've got some early plays I do like for this slate, taking a first look at the board on Sunday night, recording this video the night before. Got 3 early props I like that we're going to break down and share in this video. Now, as always, before we do talk through these plays, make sure that you guys hit that like button down below if you enjoy these Prizepicks videos. As always, hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And also, if you guys are new to the channel, and if you are new to Prizepicks, if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, you can sign up and use promo code NOAH. When you do sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code and place your first lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So make sure to check out Prizepicks if you guys have not yet. And also, I do want to shout out Sleeper because we do have a partnership with Sleeper as well. You can sign up for Sleeper, use promo code NOAH over there, get access to their new user offer. Play $5, get $55. Very simple, very self-explanatory. This replaces their 100% deposit match bonus that they used to have, which would kind of incentivize you to deposit more money because the more money you would put in, the bigger bonus you would get. Well, now with this new promo that Sleeper is running, you can deposit the minimum, which on Sleeper is $10, and still get $55 worth of free lineups. You just have to deposit $10, play a $5 lineup, and then you'll get $55 worth of free lineups. So if you want access to this promo on Sleeper, download their app, sign up, use code NOAH, and again, play $5, get $55. Very self-explanatory. Recommend you guys check out Sleeper if you have not yet. It's a DFS pick'em app. It's very similar to Prizepicks, really simple and easy to use. Also, another bonus, Sleeper does do a lot of discounts throughout the week. They're always doing promotions, giving out discounted props that you can take. So be sure to check them out, guys, and use that code NOAH when you do sign up for Sleeper. But let's go ahead and talk about the Prizepicks plays that I'm liking for this slate on Monday. We got 3 picks, guys. Let's go ahead and break them down. So the first prop that I like for Monday night is going to be a points plus assist prop. And I like Emmanuel Quickly for more than 23.5 points plus assist. So we've only seen Emmanuel Quickly play in 5 games, I believe, this season. He's been injured for a large majority of the year. I think he actually got injured in their first game of the season. He missed I want to say he missed like a month or so, came back, played 2 games, and then got injured again. But then he returned beginning of January. First game against Brooklyn, his first game back from injury, he played 32 minutes, was really effective, 21 points and 15 assists. And then last game against Orlando, played 33 minutes, had 11 points and 11 assists. That was also a little bit of a tougher matchup. Orlando has been pretty good defensively this season. Also quickly shot the ball terribly in that game against Orlando. He shot 4 for 17 from the field and 1 for 9 from 3. You look, Quickly, he's only gone over this line in 2 out of 5 games this season. But one of the games he went under against Cleveland, he got injured in, and he didn't play full minutes. He only played the first half of that game. The game against the Lakers, he only played 27 minutes. I believe that game was a blowout. And then last game against Orlando, he shot the ball terribly, 4 for 17 or 4 for 17 from the field. But Quickly has had a really good role this year. He's so far in terms of usage, he's second on the team in usage this season, just behind RJ Barrett. Barrett is leading the team with a 28.9% usage rate, and Quickly is right behind him, 28.3% usage rate. It is worth noting that RJ Barrett has missed the last 2 games for Toronto. He's actually missed the last 4 or 5 games, I want to say. RJ Barrett's been dealing with an illness. Must be a serious illness if he's been out for so long. I think this would be, if he doesn't play today, I think this would be his 3rd or 4th game in a row not playing because of this illness. We'll see if RJ Barrett plays today. If he doesn't, obviously Quickly is just going to have an even bigger role. But if RJ Barrett does come back for this game, I still like this prop on Quickly. I still think Quickly is going to have the ball in his hands a ton, which he kind of has been this season when he's been on the floor. Usage should still be pretty strong as well. I mean, you look in terms of his assist numbers, Quickly's second on the team with 10.6 potential assists per game this season. He's leading the team with a 43.2% assist percentage. And if you look at his potential assists, some of those numbers are kind of skewed down because of games where he didn't play full minutes. The Cleveland game, the Lakers game, he lost some minutes as well in that one. However, if we look at his last 2 games since he's come back from injury, he's averaging 15 potential assists per game in those 2 games. So Quickly's had a really big ball handling role lately to go along with being pretty aggressive offensively. I think this is a good matchup for him against Milwaukee. Milwaukee, second most points per game allowed to point guards this season. Really good spot here for Emmanuel Quickly. Like the role that he's had. He's been a productive player when he's historically gotten minutes. When he was on the Knicks, coming off the bench, he was a guy that could be productive when he played. And since he got traded to Toronto, since he's been a starter with the Raptors, he's been a productive player when he's gotten minutes. I think this line of 23.5 is definitely a bit low on Quickly. If RJ Barrett gets ruled out again, this prop's going to look even better. And even if RJ Barrett plays, I still like this over on Quickly for 23.5 points plus assists. So that'll be our first prop for Monday. Next prop that I like is a rebounds prop. We're going to take a rebounds prop on Nick Claxton, and I like Nick Claxton for more than 8.5 rebounds. So Claxton, throughout his career, has historically been a pretty good rebounder. Now, so far this season, in terms of rebounds per game, he's only averaging 7.6 rebounds per game this season, but he's also only averaging about 26 minutes per game. To begin the season, the Nets were kind of managing Claxton's minutes, and it took a while before he finally played like 30 minutes. Like, first 8 games of the season, Claxton was limited to 28 minutes or less. There was some games where he was only playing like in the teens in minutes, like he only played 15 minutes in his season debut. So he kind of was playing limited minutes to start the season. But as of late, we have started to see Claxton play more minutes. You look over their last 6 games, 31, 33, 32, 30, 33, and then 23. Last game against Philly, he only played 23 minutes because of a blowout. That was a game that Brooklyn lost 94 to 123. But in competitive games, Claxton typically plays like 30 to 32 minutes. I want to say this season, when he's played at least 30 minutes, he's been able to grab 9 rebounds more times than not. In games this season with at least 30 minutes, Claxton has had 10, 7, 5, 10, 9, 10, 10, and 11 rebounds. So he's over this line in, 6 out of 8 games this year with at least 30 minutes. One of the games he went under was a very bad matchup against Orlando, who's been a very tough team to rebound against this year. And then he also went under against Milwaukee, another team that's typically tough to rebound against because of Giannis and Brook Lopez. But this should be a pretty good matchup for Claxton on the boards going up against the Pacers. The Pacers have historically been a team you can kind of beat on the glass. So far this season, the Pacers are top 10 in rebounds allowed to centers per game. And if you look, Claxton has had some good history against the Pacers. Now, looking at players' stats versus a team, looking at their history versus a team can be a little bit it's not something you want to weight heavily because you have to look more into it. You have to look at who is playing then. Obviously, players get traded. Sometimes players are out those days. So it's not always just set in stone that if a player does well historically against a team that he's going to continue to do well against them. That's just not how this works. But for what it's worth, these teams have played a good amount. Claxton has faced the Pacers a good amount in his career since he's been with the Nets. In fact, over his last 7 games facing the Pacers when he was on the Nets, Claxton has had 9, 9, 11, 10, 11, 13, and 8 rebounds. So he's historically rebounded the ball pretty well against the Pacers when he has played them, and it kind of makes sense because the Pacers are a team that you can kind of beat on the glass. They are top 10 in rebounds allowed to centers this season. So I do like this spot for Nick Claxton. The Brooklyn's right now, they're really shorthanded. They're missing a lot of guys. They're pretty thin in the front court. They traded away Dorian Finney-Smith, who's a guy that could rebound and could maybe take some minutes away from Claxton because they could use him as like a small ball 5. They don't have Dorian Finney-Smith. They're also missing some guys in the backcourt too. I mean, like Cam Thomas is out, Cameron Johnson's out, D'Lo's questionable, Ben Simmons is questionable. Like this Brooklyn team is pretty thin on bodies. So barring foul trouble or a blowout, I'm pretty confident we're going to see Claxton play close to, if not over, 30 minutes here. So I like that as our second prop for Monday night. We're going to take Nick Claxton for more than 8.5 rebounds. And then the third and final prop that I do like is a 3-pointers made prop. And we're going to take Lonzo Ball for less than 1.5 3-pointers made. So if you look, for what it's worth, Lonzo has gone under this 3-pointers made line in 4 out of his last 5 games. Lonzo this season has been limited on minutes. He's not really playing a ton of minutes on a nightly basis. You look this year, he's averaging only 18.9 minutes per game. Now, at the beginning of the season, they were very strict on Lonzo's minutes. Like, he was only playing like 14, 15 minutes a night. We have seen some games lately. He has started to get up into the 20s in minutes, played 26 against Charlotte, 22 against Washington, 25 against New York. So it does look like Lonzo has a little bit of a higher minute ceiling right now, but he's still not going to play like 30-plus minutes. They're just not going to they're not going to play him that much. They want to keep Lonzo healthy. They don't want to push him more than they should. best case scenario, Lonzo probably plays like 25 minutes today, and in a scenario where maybe he's not playing well, they can definitely cut his minutes down to like to like 15 to 18 minutes. So we've got a guy who's probably not going to play more than 25 minutes max. And if you look at Lonzo this season, he has been a guy that's averaging about 4.5 3-pointers attempted per game, but he's only averaging 1.3 3-pointers made per game. You look, he has made 1 3-pointer or less in 5 out of his last 6 games, in fact, for what it's worth. This matchup against the Spurs, I want to say, is like not the greatest for 3-pointers, but I'm going to take a look at that this season and just see how the Spurs rank in terms of like threes allowed. So the Spurs rank, let's see, they're 17th in 3-pointers allowed per game. They are, let's see, I mean they're limiting to 8th fewest 3-pointers made per game. So I really don't think it's a great matchup for Lonzo. I think the way this hits is just from really good efficiency. Lonzo probably will have to shoot like 2 for 4 or like 2 for 5 from 3. He's going to have to shoot like 40-50% from 3 or better for this prop to hit, just because Lonzo's not a volume 3-point shooter. Like, most likely at most he's going to attempt like 5 threes at most. I mean, he has had a couple games this year where he had 8 3-point attempts, 7, 6, but then 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. So typically Lonzo attempts like 3 to 4 3-pointers per game. You just got to hope he doesn't make half of them. You don't want him to shoot 50% from 3. Throughout his career, he's never been a guy that shoots 50% from 3. In fact, this season, he's actually shooting a career low 30% from 3, so his 3-point efficiency has been down. Sure, it could regress at some point. Lonzo could definitely start making threes at some point, but it's not like he's getting a bunch of volume either. Now, if Lonzo was taking like 8 threes per game and his 3-pointers line was 1.5, then yeah, I'd probably be looking at the over, because at that point, with that type of volume, you're probably going to make 2 threes. But Lonzo's only attempting like 3, 4 3-pointers per game. If he takes 3 threes and he makes 2 of them and goes 2 for 3 from behind the arc and shoots 66% from 3, I'll live with the loss there. But I think more times than not, when Lonzo's attempting 3 to 4 3-pointers per game, more times than not, he's probably not going to make half of those. He's not going to shoot 50% from 3. Lately, his 3-point shooting has been pretty bad. Hopefully that continues on Monday night. I do like Lonzo Ball for less than 1.5 3-pointers made. So these are the 3 props, guys, that we're going to roll with for Monday's NBA slate. We're going to take Emmanuel Quickly for more than 23.5 points plus assists. We're going to take Nick Claxton for more than 8.5 rebounds. And we're going to take Lonzo Ball for less than 1.5 3-pointers made. So we got 3 props, guys. Hopefully we can go 3-0 here, hit all 3 of these plays. As always, appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos. Make sure that you hit that like button down below. If you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button as well. Be sure to go check out Prizepicks too. If you guys are not signed up for Prizepicks yet, use that promo code NOAH when you sign up. And when you place your first Prizepicks lineup, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. Make sure to check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. But good luck as always, guys. Thanks for watching. Appreciate your support. We'll see you guys in the next video.